Yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here as we continue to pretty much finish off the last couple of remaining days that we have left as we celebrate One Piece's 20th anniversary. Now, yesterday I talked about the World Nobles, the most hated group of people in all of the One Piece world. Today I'm going to be talking about something that is still a mystery and I can't even fully explain, pretty much. We're going to be talking about the Will of D. Now, mind you, there's not a lot of information about this, but we've only been able to piece together little bits and pieces here and there from what we've observed throughout the series. So this could probably be a very short video because there's not a whole bunch of incredible information that we can go off on. Now, starting off, the mystery behind the D initial and some specific characters' names was pretty much established in one of Oda's SBS question and answers corner. When he was asked what does the D in Luffy's name mean, Oda at the time just said it's just at this point it's a D, and he said he'll explain what the meaning behind it is later on. This started a bevy of different theories about what that D actually meant. And as we went through the series, we started to find more and more characters had this one initial in their names, yet no one knew why they had these initials. You have Monkey D. Luffy, Monkey D. Dragon, Monkey D. Garp, Porcus D. Ace, Porcus D. Rouge, Gold D. Roger, Jaguar D. Soul, Marshall D. Teach, and Trafalgar D. Water Law. Now, I hope I'm not missing anybody. I don't think I am. Yeah, that's pretty much everybody that has a D in their name so far. And only one of them knows the true meaning behind that initial. And, well, he was executed already. I'm speaking of Gold D. Roger. Gold D. Roger, it's not Gold Roger, even though the government chose to call him that. Because I guess my theory is they chose to call him Gold Roger so people wouldn't try and wonder what the D meant. So they wanted the less amount of information about D to even get speculated amongst the people. So that's why they chose to call him Gold D. Roger. But Gold D. Roger is the only D in the series so far to ever figure out the true meaning of that D. And he told Whitebeard this one day when the both of them met up and spoke on it. And everyone else who has the D in their names, they don't know what it means either. But one hint is that by Don Quixote Rocinante, he established that anyone with a D in their name are called the enemies of God. And the stories of the World Nobles that they tell their children is that if the children of the World Nobles misbehave, then they'll get eaten by D. And because apparently whoever has a D in their name are the sole sworn enemies of World Nobles. Now, we still don't know just what grand mystery is behind those who carry the D name. But one thing they all seem to have in common is that they can take an incredible amount of punishment and seem to survive nearly impossible odds with having if they have a 1% chance of surviving anything, they survive. One example is Luffy and his many boss battles that put him to the near brink of death, yet he'll come right back from it, finish the fight, and survive. Another one would be Porcus D. Rouge, who, when Gold Roger, who is the lover of Gold Roger and of Gold D. Roger, and the mother of Porcus D. Ace. So, during the time when Gold D. Roger was arrested, the Marines were trying to find out, well, they found out that Gold D. Roger was seeing someone. And they found out, and they tried to pinpoint as much as they could to find the child of the Pirate King in an attempt to quickly snuff out his bloodline. So, in that process, Porcus D. Rouge was carrying Ace So, in an effort to make sure that they never found out that Ace was Goldie Roger's child, she carried Ace for 20 months. Now, this is a feat because pretty much the most a woman can get by when, well, I don't know anything about pregnancy, so I'm not even going to go down that road. But as far as I know, from basic knowledge, 9 months is usually when the time is up. And Portgas de Rouge carried Ace for 20 months. And shortly after Ace was born, she died smiling. That's another trait that's common among the D family. At one point they're called the family of D. Like in a certain land, the family of D are considered the natural enemies of God. We don't know what this island is. Well, yeah, we do. It's Marijois. I'm sorry. But another common trait with those who carry the D name is that they have no fear of death. A prime example is Goldie Roger. Yet again, at his execution, he proclaimed that he left everything that he owned and everything in one place, and it's at Raftel, and he pretty much started the Grand Pirate era. And as he was executed, he died smiling with no apparent fear. And the thing is, in the anime, when they animate this, the guards around him are shocked by this because people in One Piece, they don't seem to believe that people can actually die smiling or with a smile on their face, apparently. Because whenever a person with a D in their name gets close to death or is about to die, they always smile with apparently no fear of death whatsoever. Goldie Roger died with a smile on his face when he was executed. Portgas de Rouge died shortly after Ace was born with a smile on her face. Jaguar de Sol smiled, saving Robin when he was frozen to death by Kuzan. Ace died with a smile on his face when he thanked everyone during the Battle of Marineford for loving him, and he died in Luffy's arms smiling. I want to say who else? Trafalgar Law was smiling when he was pretty much getting close to death when his short skirmish with Doflamingo. Even when Doflamingo shot him, he was still smiling. Luffy has almost died because when there was in Logtown, it's not Rogue Town. Logtown. Hold on, I want to make sure. I was killed by Buggy. Rogue Town or Logtown. I really hope I'm not getting one of those wrongs. I do apologize. But when Luffy was about to be executed on the same platform stand by Buggy, and I want to say, yeah, Logtown, he was smiling the entire time, and Smoker was shocked by this because he said it was so similar to the way that Goldie Roger died. And the only person so far to actually not show a fear of death who has a D in his name is Marshall D. Teach. And some have speculated that he may not be an actual D. For what reasons, I don't know. But he's the only one who's actually showed cowardice and fear and actually try and begged for his life in his moment of him almost about to die. And this is when Whitebeard had him by the throat and used his Quake powers to, like, literally explode not only his head, well, not explode his head, but I guess you could say implode his head with his powers. But Marshall D. Teach survived this. But Marshall D. Teach was pleading, "Don't do this, old man. I'm your son. Please don't kill me." This is a trait that is not synonymous with the other people who carry D in their name. But, and this is also a bit backed up by Whitebeard saying that Marshall D. Teach is not the one that Goldie Roger is waiting for. And the thing is that's with the family, with the users of D, or the people that have D in their name, is they all seem to have some sort of dream or some sort of desire, strong desire in their lives that keeps them going. Monkey D. Luffy's strong desire and dream is to become king of the pirates. Porkins the Ace's dream was to become a pirate and then changed his dream to making Whitebeard the new king of the pirates. I want to say that Gold D. Roger pretty much became the king of the pirates, and I guess that must have been his dream, I guess. I don't know. Marshall D. Teach's dream was to pretty much do what he did now, I guess. And he's still doing a lot, so we can't say what his all tail end goal is. But the users and the people who have the D in their names, their lives are always seem to be steeped and stooped in tragedy. Every person who has a D in their name has experienced something in their lives that caused an extremely dark turn of fate or death. Portkins D. Rouge died after giving birth to her son. Her son Ace died after having his entire abdomen impaled in the fist of Admiral Akainu. Monkey D. Luffy lost his brother Ace during the Marineford battle, and this was enough to pretty much put him in a shocked coma. Gold D. Roger contracted an incurable disease and willingly turned himself over to the Marines and then died, with his death sparking the pirate era. Jaguar D. Soul died saving Nico Robin so that Nico Robin could live while her entire village and everything she ever knew and loved was being pretty much destroyed by the Marines. And then you have Trafalgar Law, whose entire family, all the friends and people he knew during his childhood, were massacred by the world government in an attempt to contain a lead poison disease that everyone contracted. So every single person with the D in their name has had a weird twist of fate or a horrible tragedy befall them. Marshall D. Teach's excuse? Don't know, because he really hasn't felt any remorse or regret for all the things that he's done. I don't think he's lost anything precious to him, because pretty much everything that was precious to him was just used as a means to an end in order to pretty much do what he is now. He's a Yonko with the powers of both his own Devil Fruit power and Whitebeard's Devil Fruit power, sending his crew, which is now a fleet, by the way, out to find more Devil Fruit users in order to take their powers as well. So we don't even know what weird twist of fate or horrible tragedy happened to Marshall D. Teach, if he had one at all. But this is as far as we know, people who know of people who have the D in their name, the Marines especially, when they found out that, specifically Sengoku, when Sengoku was asked what the D in Trafalgar Law's name meant, Sengoku gave him a very vague answer. But Sengoku knows what it means. The Marines themselves seem to know a little bit of the history behind what the will of D is, as they consider anyone with a D in their name highly dangerous and someone to keep an eye on. And for people who are not in the know of what the D is, they seem to know the stories behind people who carry the D in their name, such as Dr. Kureha. When she heard that Monkey D. Luffy was a D, she told Chopper and Dalton, well, I believe she told Dalton at one point where Chopper joined his crew, that Chopper joined up with a very dangerous man. And for people outside in the world other than Marines and Gold D. Roger, the name of the D, the name of the people who have the letter D in their name, it's very, they're considered very dangerous people, because people don't even know what the D is, but they know it just means trouble. So as far as we know, we don't even know what the D means in people's names. It's just, this is about as big as a mystery as the Void Century. And what is another mystery? And the mystery behind Devil Fruits themselves. I hope at least very soon, after we're done with this Whole Cake Island arc, then we at least get to see Vegapunk, and then he starts to talk about Devil Fruits. Among all the mysteries of One Piece, I want to know, what are they? And why are they the way they are? Why do they cause people to sink? But that's for a completely different video. We'll discuss those later. But this is about as much information we know about the will of D and people who carry D's in their names. Sorry if I took too long to talk about this, but I just wanted to get that information out there. I'm pretty sure there's tons of theories you can go on based on this. Some could be confirmed, some fun to read. But hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. So as always, later peoples!